Welcome back. In this video, we will review the template report for this demo property. This report opens up by default, displaying the dashboard. The dashboard provides an overview of the property's business year to date in graphical displays. By default, all properties within a chain are selected. If you want to analyze the data for a specific property, select it from the enterprise filter. Based on your property selection, the top of the screen displays the key performance indicators year to date. RevPAS is equivalent to the revenue per available space, ANR is the average nightly rate, and the room revenue is net room revenue excluding VAT or taxes. The middle section displays the business segment mix year to date, the travel agency mix year to date, and the reservation origin year to date. The bottom section displays a correlation of the room revenue and occupancy for the past 19 months. The details on this dashboard can be compared with the manager report in Mews Commander. Let's take a look at some examples. Let's analyze last month's room revenue by hovering over it. And if we compare it against the manager report for last month, we can see the same revenue. Let's now drill down the data and analyze it by business segment. Let's analyze the leisure segment. The KPIs have updated for the leisure segment, as well as all the other graphical displays. For example, Booking.com and other travel agencies that don't appear as they do not have a profile set up in this demo property, their guests all stayed for leisure purposes, as well as the reservations broken down by origin. We can also see the revenue achieved for this year is mainly driven from leisure guests, and if you hover over each month, you can see the corresponding revenue generated against this segment. You can further drill down the data by space type. For example, let's analyze how the space type suites is performing. We can analyze the months where this space type sold the most and revenue achieved, and which segments booked it, and through which channels they originated. On the dashboard, you can also analyze the revenue made by reservation origin by month, by travel agency, and the potential revenue still on optional status. The year-to-date comparison tab provides an overview of your property's business year-to-date compared to last year. On the Enterprise filter, you can select if you want to analyze the data for all your properties or for a specific property. In our example, we will select the Grand Hotel Amsterdam. You could also select to do an analysis for a specific space type or for a specific business segment. Based on your property selection, on the top of the screen, we can see this property's room revenue year to date, including past revenue and future stays, the average nightly rate, the revenue per available space, and the occupancy. The middle section displays the average nightly rate per business segment and the occupancy per month. If you hover over a specific area, a pop-up will appear with detailed information. The bottom section displays per month the room revenue, the average nightly rate, the RevPAS, and the occupancy with the variance to last year. Let's go into Commander to see where the information is coming from. Access the Manager report. Select the month mode. Select the 1st of January as a start date and the end of the year as the end date, and click on View Report. If we scroll down to view the total room revenue by month, the amounts would match those in Power BI. You can click on the header of the column to sort the data. Please note, when comparing with past data, this data will either come from Mews Commander, or if you were using another PMS system at the time, a template can be provided to populate historical data. Please note, however, that the creation date or source of the reservations would not be visible on the reports unless that information is provided. To be able to view the year-to-date information on a daily basis, move on to the Daily tab. The Daily tab allows you to see the performance of your property per day. On the right-hand side of the screen, you can filter by property, space type, and by date. By default, the current month is selected. Based on the property selected and the filters used, the top of the page will display the corresponding room revenue, average nightly rate, RevPAS, and occupancy. There are two donut charts. One displays the average nightly rate per rate sold during the selected period, and the other one shows the average nightly rate per space type sold. The line graph displays the occupancy by day of the selected period. On the left side, there is a breakdown of the key performance indicators by day, including the number of rooms out of order, rooms available to sell, and rooms sold. Let's further analyze the data in this dashboard. Let's say I want to see how the non-refundable rates are selling this month. We can see the room type booked against this rate and the relevant stay dates. This allows you to track any special promotions over a given period or any other rate. Let's go into Commander to see where this information is coming from. Navigate to the Reservations report. Select the mode to Detailed. Filter by arrival. Start and end date should be the current month. Status is confirmed. Options is Include nights only, and the value should be net. And then we select the non-refundable rate. We can then see the corresponding reservation for the same number of nights. Please note the dates you select on this dashboard will automatically pre-populate on all other tabs that have a date selection. The New Bookings tab provides an overview of new reservations made at your property which are staying during the default period selected, which is the current month you are on, and in this example, it is the month of July. Based on your property selection and dates filtered, on the top of the screen, you can see this property's room revenue and number of bookings. The dashboard displays the reservation number, the space category, the space type, the room number assigned, the date the reservation was created, the stay dates, the room revenue, the origin, and the associated travel agency if linked to a reservation. From the filters, you can also carry out an analysis of your new bookings by space type, by rate group, by travel agency, or by reservation origin. In the date filter, select the stay dates of the reservations. You can choose between current, future, or past, and select the period of time either by day, by week, or by month or year. Let's analyze the business for last week, from the 29th of June to the 5th of July, and we can see a total net revenue of €2,350 was generated. Let's go to the reservation report in Mews Commander, select the arrival filter between the 29th of June and the 5th of July, select only night revenue. In the option field, select the net values and click on View Report. We can see the same amount of revenue with the 18 reservations that stayed last week. If we look into details to the reservation number 2453, we can see that the space type, the dates, the stay, and the room revenue are matching. The Blockings dashboard displays all spaces that are set out of order and for how long, during the selected dates. Because out-of-order rooms impact your revenue, it is advisable to monitor this dashboard. The Marketing dashboard provides detailed information on your guest profiles that can be used for marketing purposes. You can also carry out an analysis of your guests by space type, by rate group, by travel agency, or by reservation origin. In the date filter, you can select the stay dates of the reservations. In the reservations created date filters, you can select the specific booking dates or time periods of the reservations. Based on the property and filter selected, the KPIs at the top on the screen will update along with the other charts. The world map indicates the revenue generated from each country, and you can see the same information on the table. The nationality codes are based from the ISO 2 letters naming used in Mews Commander. You can click on the column header to sort the data. The bar charts display the guest ages by groups, the bookings by gender, and if profiles have no gender indicated, as in this example, it can make the analysis biased. Then we can see the length of stay for the period selected, and information on returning guests with the number of bookings per guest. The Corporate Bookings dashboard provides an overview of all the corporate business at the property and the revenue they generate for the time period selected. You can slice the data using the filters on the right. The dashboard also displays every single reservation linked to the company for the time period selected. The Travel Agent Bookings dashboard provides an overview of the revenue and room nights booked through travel agencies at your property. This report is based on the reservation report of Mews Commander. In our example, we will review the information for the Grand Hotel London. You can select to do the analysis for a specific space type, a specific time frame, a specific rate group, a travel agency, or by reservation origin. Based on the filter selected, the system displays the relevant KPIs at the top of the screen and updates the charts. The bar chart displays the room revenue per travel agency, and if you hover over it, you can find more detailed information. On the table, if we click on the plus button next to Expedia and click on the plus button next to the room space category, we can see that we have 2 reservations booked through Expedia for a room revenue of €470. Let's go to the reservation report of Mews Commander. We select the detailed mode, we enter a date range, we select only night revenue in the option field and net value in the value fields, and Expedia in the travel agency field, and click on View Report. We can see those 2 reservations for the same total revenue of €470. Don't forget, you can also export the data to Excel by clicking the More Options option and selecting Export Data. The booking window dashboard shows you the lead time graph by market segment. You can analyze how far out reservations are being booked by segment in the bar chart below, and you can also see a breakdown of the revenue generated by segment during each booking window group in the table above. Your analysis can be sliced down further by using the filters on the right. For example, you can analyze your promotions and see if there are opportunities to target other segments or how far out they start booking. You can also analyze the segments with no production, or the lead time of certain travel agency bookings, or the reservation origin, and compare their lead times and revenues. The Groups dashboard provides a detailed list of all groups booked in your property for a selected time period, with the number of rooms and the room revenue for each group. If a reservation is composed of more than one room, it is considered as a group reservation, and the booking will appear in this dashboard. You can also analyze groups against space types, rate groups, a travel agency, or by reservation origin. The table shows the name of the groups, the number of rooms and room revenue per month for each group. The Pickup Evolution dashboard shows all reservations that have been picked up during a selected week. It does not display the arrival date of the reservations. It only displays when they were created in the system. This report is useful when properties need to look back to a specific period and analyze what was picked up. To use the dashboard, select the property you want to analyze, then select the year, followed by the month and the week. The picked up revenue, average nightly rate, and room nights for the selected time period will display against every space type. You can further slice the results by using the filters on the right. We have arrived at the end of this training video. Thank you for your time.